She begins clearing a path around the machine. She moves the old motorcycle into position. She places the bike on a stand for repairs. She inspects the undercarriage with a flashlight. The carburetor is carefully removed for service. She loosens a key fastener on the assembly. Each small part is meticulously cleaned. She continues the engine disassembly. A small brush cleans the delicate internal parts. The reassembly process begins piece by piece. She inspects her work for a perfect fit. The clean carburetor is now reinstalled. The final components are carefully put back on. A final inspection of the completed motorcycle. The moment of truth, she tries to start it. A successful test drive around the village. She stops for one last check of her work. She begins the cleanup of her workspace. A final wipe down of the restored bike. A proud smile, a job well done. The story continues with another carburetor repair. Each small part is carefully cleaned and inspected. She works on the motorcycle's suspension system. The clean carburetor is reinstalled on the engine. A final check ensures everything is secure. The scene shifts to a different motorcycle project. She searches for a tool in the bike storage. She inspects the rear wheel and drive chain. With the repair done, she returns home. Another woman works in her garden. A broken-down tiller waits for repair. Two women work together loading the tiller. The work is heavy and requires teamwork. She arranges the cargo for safe transport. The repair begins with removing the wheel. A man uses a jack to lift the heavy machine. She continues to remove the large wheel. She works alone on the difficult task. Her focus is intense and unwavering. The work is slow but steady. The first challenge is a flat tire. She starts by removing the lug nuts. She works on the tiller's main axle. A hydraulic jack is placed under the frame. She inspects the old and worn tire. She cleans debris from the wheel rim. She now works on the tiller's steering column. A hydraulic jack lifts the front of the machine. The other front wheel is now removed. A close look at the tire's worn tread. She continues the wheel removal process. Now she begins working on the chassis. She continues the vehicle's full disassembly. The engine is now the focus of the repair. She removes another component from the engine block. The work is dirty and requires great care. The engine repair continues piece by piece. Her focus is a sign of a skilled mechanic. She cleans a component caked in grease and dirt. The repair is finally complete. Error in description. The story begins with a dirty engine part. A woman begins repairs on an old tiller. She works on the tiller's cable system. A close look at a pressure valve. This small component is heavily corroded. She continues to adjust the control cables. The tiller is prepared for a new task. She works on a different engine component. The whole tiller is old and needs work. It is moved for the next phase of repair. A truck is being moved on a dirt road. A motorcycle is wrecked among some rocks. She uses a log for leverage to free it. She continues to struggle with the wreck. She finally frees the bike from the rocks. She puts the motorcycle on a stand for repair. She begins disassembling the engine. She uses a small tool to tighten a bolt. She inspects a small part of the engine. The repair is a meticulous process. A man begins work on a motorcycle engine. He's installing a valve assembly. A box of old specialized tools is opened. A woman begins work on the engine. This is a Landa Coromal. She uses a T-handle wrench on the engine head. The engine's internals are exposed. They are covered in thick black oil. She works on the bottom of the engine. She disassembles part of the bike's main frame. She cleans an engine cover with a cloth. She searches for a specific tool in her kit. A man installs the main cylinder on the engine block. A close look at the piston and connecting rod. The piston is held in a special tool. She cleans another small part with a rag. The piston is carefully installed into the cylinder. She installs a small component on the engine. The engine reassembly continues piece by piece. This work requires incredible patience. She works on another part of the engine. The engine is slowly becoming whole again. Her focus is a sign of a true expert. The story begins with a difficult repair. A woman works on a motorcycle engine. A man works on the bike's carburetor. She now makes fine adjustments to the carb. She continues the repair on the old motorcycle. She moves to the ignition system. She removes a part from the lower engine. She disassembles a part of the main frame. She now works on the kickstarter mechanism. But a new problem arises deep in the woods. She searches for a lost machine. She finds what she is looking for in a scrap pile. A tiller truck is stuck fast in the mud. She attempts a solo recovery of the machine. She tries to push with all her might. She uses her motorcycle to tow the tiller. She expertly rigs a tow line. The small bike struggles with the immense weight. It is a slow and difficult process. Inch by inch she pulls it from the mud. She secures the machine to a tree. The story begins with a woman tied up. She is a captive in the forest. She struggles to free herself from the chains. Freed, she now tries to move the heavy tiller. She puts all her strength into the effort. She gets in the driver's seat to start it. The machine is old, rusted, and neglected. A close look shows its poor condition. She begins diagnostics on the engine. The engine is covered in dirt and oil. She uses a small tool to clean apart. She works on the cooling system's radiator. The radiator fins are clogged with debris. She uses water to flush the radiator clean. A clean radiator is vital to prevent overheating. Water drains from the bottom of the engine. The meticulous repair work continues. She works on a different engine system. Her focus and skill are remarkable. Each repair brings the machine closer to life. The repair is finished, a look of satisfaction. The story continues. A woman clears a path. She prepares to work on a tiller. A close look at the tiller's old engine. A mechanic begins to work on the engine. She continues the repair with great care. She works on the tiller's radiator. Now she works on the fuel injection system. She refills a fluid reservoir. She uses a small brush for cleaning. She carefully reinstalls an engine component. She prepares to test the repaired tiller. A look at the engine's generator. But a new problem arises. A tiller has crashed. She struggles to free it from the ditch. She attempts to lift the heavy wheel. She uses a log for leverage. The tiller is stuck fast in the bushes. She pauses to rest and plan her next move. Help arrives. A red tractor tows the wreck. The crashed tiller is finally recovered. The story concludes with a successful rescue. The final saga begins. A tractor is being towed. It has suffered a major breakdown. She prepares the machine for repair. She inspects the tire and wheel assembly. She begins the deep clean before any repairs. A look at the old and worn engine. A man begins disassembling the fuel system. He carefully removes a high-pressure fuel line. He uses pliers on a small system component. The disassembled parts are collected for cleaning. She uses a small brush to clean the engine. She uses a cloth to protect the engine. The team works together on the reassembly. The fuel lines are torqued down carefully. The final connections are made to the system. She adds fuel to the tank for a test. The battery is carefully reinstalled. She takes the driver's seat ready for a test. She performs one last check of the engine. The final bolt is tightened by the man. A final check before starting the engine. The story begins with engine repair. A woman works on a tiller. A detailed look at the fuel line connections. She continues the engine reassembly. She works on a different part of the engine. This is the engine's exhaust manifold. The full engine reassembly is a long process. She works on a small part of the engine. She uses pliers on a small hose clamp. The repair is almost complete. She prepares the machine for startup. She takes the driver's seat with confidence. She drives the repaired tiller successfully. To final shot, a simple workshop where incredible repairs happen every day. A very special thank you to the owner of the YouTube channel ETU2 for creating this wonderful video and allowing me to comment. If you enjoy this narrative, please visit and support their channel at the link in the description below.